The reason I make this book about the second world and about these 40 countries in between that are very important and very strategic is because I believe that those are the places where the sparks may start to fly, because they are so strategic, and there is strong competition between Europe, America, and China for the alliances and loyalty of those countries. And wars tend to be sparked not by direct confrontation, but by sort of skirmishing over smaller allies, or smaller allies dragging countries into war. Now is the first time that we have a multi-civilizational, a multipolar world. So the question becomes, is this integration that we have economically sufficient to prevent political kind of antagonisms?
Right.
Sadly, I mean, the European population is largely anti-American, and the Chinese population is becoming increasingly nationalistic, and the American population is very patriotic and also largely ignorant of the rest of the world. If you put those circumstances side by side, you don't necessarily have a recipe for peaceful integration. So right now, there's a high prospect for there already is conflict if you look at the economic playing field. You know, the question is, will there be military, political conflict between the U.S. and China, for example? It's hard to say, you know, whether and even if there is, would that be World War III? It depends on what kind of conflict it becomes. Whether it's limited or whether it's actually broad and global, and what side other countries take. Western modernization theory argues that what happened in America, what happened in European countries, must naturally happen as countries develop and fill their stomachs, that they will have this quest for spiritual, mental, psychological fulfillment, and that democracy brings that about. That isn't necessarily the case. I found that it's the second world countries, not the superpowers, not the household names, not the dominant kind of forces, that are shaping globalization. And they do things their own way. They use globalization however they want. And I find that their goal, and I sum it up in one word in the book, is success. What they want is to succeed. They don't want to be America, they don't want to be Europe, they don't want to be China. They just want to succeed.